Let's start in a comfortable seat, your hands resting on your knees, palms up or down. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more time, inhale and exhale. Bring your palms into prayer in the center of your chest and set an intention for this practice, whether it be a word or a phrase, something you want to focus on during your time here. And on your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead, reaching long. And exhale, drop your left arm down, taking a side stretch. The right arm reaches up overhead, chest reaches towards the ceiling. And inhale back up to center, reaching tall. And exhale, drop the right arm down. Left arm reaches overhead, chest swivels up towards the ceiling. Inhale back up to center. And then exhale for a forward fold here in this seated position. Walking your hands gently forward. No need to force anything here. Inhale and walk yourself back up to seated. And now we're going to take our right arm, reaching it straight out in front of us, and then we're going to pull it to the side for a shoulder stretch, making sure to keep that shoulder in its socket, not extending out of it, as you pull that arm back into yourself. Inhale and release that. And then exhale for the other side. Again, keeping the shoulder in its socket as you pull back. Now we'll release that and come into a tabletop position. Hands directly under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And from here, we're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. So on your inhale, drop your stomach, reach your chest forward, lift the head for cow, and exhale, round the spine, dropping the head for cat. Inhale, drop the stomach, lift the chest and the head, and exhale, around the spine, drop the head. Continue on with your own breath and taking any additional movements that might feel good here. And after your next exhale, come and find a neutral spine in tabletop. From here, inhale and lift your right arm up to the sky, opening up outward, and exhale, thread the needle, slipping your right arm underneath in between your left arm and your legs, dropping your shoulder down to the ground. And if it's comfortable, walking your left arm straight out. Inhale and push yourself back up, extending your arm out again for one more twist, and exhale, drop your arm back down to the ground, finding yourself in tabletop again. Inhale, your left arm up to the sky, twisting out, and exhale, thread the needle on this side, left arm slips between your right arm and your legs. Shoulder drops down to the ground, and if it's comfortable on this side, You can walk your right arm further out until it's straight. Inhale and push yourself back up, taking that twist one more time. Left arm reaches towards the sky, and then exhale it back down into tabletop. Inhale here, and exhale, push it up and back into downward facing dog. Take any movements that feel good here, pedaling out your feet, shifting your hips side to side. And then as you inhale, look towards your hands, and exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands in a forward fold. Inhale up into a halfway lift, spine reaches long, head crown reaching towards away, and exhale back into a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, and exhale, hands in prayer to heart center. Taking this time to repeat the intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Inhale and sweep the arms up overhead, reaching long, and exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, taking whatever bend in your knees feels good. Inhale to halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees and inhale, reach all the way up to stand, arms come overhead, and exhale your hands to prayer at heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale, fold forward, keeping that spine long. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward, keeping a slight bend in the knees. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, arms sweep up overhead, and exhale your hands to prayer at heart center. Good. One more sun breath here. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, reaching long, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift, hands press into shins, and exhale to fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead, coming to stand, pressing the palms together. Exhale your hands into prayer at heart center. Again, repeating that intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Inhale and sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Inhale, step it back into downward facing dog. Remembering that the goal here is not necessarily to reach your heels to the ground, but to focus on keeping that spine long and straight and the hips reaching upward. Nice. Inhale the right leg up and back, and exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Low lunge. From here, you're going to press into your left hand and reach your right arm up, opening to the sky for a twist. Remembering to keep that back knee up and straight, though you do have the option to drop it all the way down to the ground if you wish. Exhale and lower that hand back down to the ground. Low lunge. From here, inhale, lifting up into high lunge, pressing up through that back heel, lifting up through the hips, up through the hands, and exhale, bending a little bit deeper into that front knee. Good. Inhale to lift, and exhale, bend a little bit deeper. Nice. From here, inhale and straighten that front leg, and scoot your back foot just a little bit closer in. Keeping long, inhale up, and exhale to fold forward into pyramid. Keep that right hip pressing back while the left hip scoots forward to balance them out. Head drops low, and breathe. From here, drop down into a low lunge, scooting that back foot back. Breathe in here, and out. Inhale, step it back into plank position. Hands directly underneath shoulders. And then option to you can take your own vinyasa or you can follow me. Exhale, tilt forward and then lower yourself all the way down to the ground in one straight line, keeping those elbows close to your body. Then inhale, press up into cobra, chest reaches forward, shoulders are pressing back. And exhale, push up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back. And exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Low lunge. Good. From here, press into the right palm and open up. The left arm reaches up to the sky. Keeping that back leg nice and straight, lifting up through the hips. Good. And exhale that hand back down to the ground into your low lunge. From here, inhale up into high lunge. Keeping a bend in your front knee, making sure it's not going over your toes, but staying in line with your ankle. Good. That left hip pulls back and the right hip goes forward. Inhaling, pulling up through the hips, reaching up through those fingertips. And exhaling, finding a little bit deeper bend in that front knee. Inhale and straighten that front leg. And then scoot the right leg in just a little bit closer. Reach long here. And then exhale to fold forward over your front leg for pyramid. Again, pulling that left hip back and the right hip forward to square them out. Dropping your head. And letting yourself relax over the front leg. Inhale here. And then exhale yourself into low lunge, scooting that leg back to make room. From here, inhale and exhale. Inhale and step it back into plank position. And again, take your own vinyasa or lower yourself all the way down to the ground on an exhale. Inhale, pushing yourself up into cobra, opening that chest. And then exhale, pushing your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Good. Take a couple nice big breaths here. Good. Inhale, look towards your hands, and exhale, walk yourself to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine reaches long and straight, and exhale, fold forward. Remembering you can keep a bend in your knees as deep as you want. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, coming to stand, reaching tall, and exhale your hands to prayer at heart center. Good. Breathe in here. And then exhale, drop your arms to your sides for Tadasana, mountain pose. Rooting through the feet. Sinking deep into the ground there and then reaching all the way up through the crown of your head, tilting that tailbone down and reaching up through the chest. Nice. From here, shift your weight into your left foot. And you can bring your hands to your hips or to prayer at heart center or wherever is comfortable. With your weight in your left foot, begin to bring your right leg up, and we're going to bring it for eagle. We're going to begin to twist the right leg around the standing left. So go as far as is possible for you, stopping anywhere along the way. begin to sink back, giving a bend in that standing leg so that you can further reach your toes around your shin. Good. And from here, lift your chest up so that it's opening up towards the front. Inhale the arms out, and exhale the right arm under the left. Pulling the shoulders away. Pulling the arms away from the shoulders. Inhale, and as you exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the pose. Good. Inhale and come straighten out, and exhale, release your twist. Shake it out a little here, swing back with your hips. And then we'll come to the other side. Shift the weight into your right foot and begin to twist your left leg around to the right. Again, going only as far as is comfortable. Bending that right leg deep so that you can further find space to wrap your left leg around. Open up the chest. And from here, sweep the left arm under the right, twisting these around each other for eagle arms. Good. Now pull those arms away from the shoulders. And every exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Good work. Inhale and come to straighten. And exhale, unwind all of your body. Shake it out a little bit here. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, spine comes long. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step it back to plank pose. And exhale yourself up into downward facing dog. Take one breath in here. And exhale, sink back into child's pose. And breathe deeply here, letting yourself relax after all of that work. Inhale and walk yourself back up and come to a kneeling position. And from your kneeling position, lift your hips up so that you are not sitting on your legs anymore. From here, bring your hands to the small of your back, pulling your elbows towards each other. We're going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Begin to open up your shoulders here, lifting your chest forward, and begin to take a small back bend. Lifting up out of the back so that none of the weight is dumping into the low spine, pushing those hips forward just a little bit. And inhale yourself back up to a straight kneeling position. Nice. Let's do it again. Pressing your hands into your body, begin to push your hips forward, arching through the whole spine, opening that chest, bending as deep or as shallow as is comfortable. Your chin can stay tucked into your chest, or it can start to come out. Inhale yourself back up. Now we're going to do it one more time, and you have the option to do just what we did, or you can come into camel. So from here, if you're going to come into camel, we'll inhale, reaching that chest up, finding an arch through the whole spine, and begin to reach back towards your ankles. As you find your ankles, push those hips forward, lifting up through the spine, finding space. If it's comfortable, you can drop your head. Inhale yourself back up carefully to your knees, and then exhale yourself into a table. From here, let's take a couple rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the stomach, lift the head, and exhale, round the spine, dropping the head. One more. Inhale, dropping the stomach, lifting the head up, and exhale, rounding the spine, dropping the head. Good. Inhale and push yourself up into downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg back and exhale it forward into pigeon. Good. Lifting up tall through your spine in your pigeon, and then exhale, walk yourself forward and fold. If that's uncomfortable, you can stay in an upright position. Check on your back foot. If it's sickling out, make sure to straighten it. Inhale and walk yourself back up to an upright position if you were in the folds. And then exhale, push yourself up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg back. And exhale that knee forward and come into pigeon on the other side. Inhale for a tall spine here, keeping the back foot straight. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale and walk yourself back up. And exhale yourself into downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale, drop your knees. Come find a seated position. And then lower yourself all the way down onto your back. From here, we're going to take a bridge pose. So bring your feet, bend your knees, and then bring your feet close to your body, keeping your knees hip width apart. Pressing down through the hands or gripping the mat on either side of you, prepare to come up into wheel. On an inhale, push up through the hips, reaching up into a bridge. And then exhale, lower yourself back down to the ground. Let's do it again. Inhale, push up through the hips, reaching up higher to the sky, and then exhale, lower yourself slowly down. Now we'll come into bridge one more time, or if full wheel is in your practice, you can come into a wheel. So, on an inhale, either push yourself up into a bridge, or bring your palms next to your ears and push up, lift up and push up through your arms into a wheel. And exhale, lower out of that wheel or lower down your back from your bridge back into the ground. Good. Inhale here. And exhale it all out. Now let's take happy baby. So grabbing on to the inside of your toes, pull your legs back. And you can do it one at a time or both at the same time. Pulling your knees down, pulling your knees down towards the ground. Taking rocking motions if that feels good. And then exhale your legs back down to the ground. Good. Inhale your knees into your chest. And then exhale, drop your knees over to the left side for a supine twist. You can cactus your arms or extend them out long. Your head can either look straight up or out over your right shoulder. Work on keeping that shoulder on the ground. Good. Inhale your knees back to center, and then exhale, drop them to the right side. Again, looking straight up or out over your left shoulder. Inhale your knees back to your chest. Give them a nice hug. And then exhale, let it all out, lowering yourself all the way to the ground for Shavasana. Your feet can come as wide as your mat. Your arms can spread out wide. Wherever's comfortable, take up as much space as you want. Snuggle your shoulder blades under you so that they lie flat against the ground. And take a deep breath in and let it all out. And let your breathing return to normal. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes as you come back into the room. And when you're ready, roll over onto one side. Keeping your eyes closed, push yourself up into a seated position, placing your hands on your knees. Take a deep breath in here and exhale it out. Bring your hands in prayer to heart center, reminding yourself of the intention you set at the beginning of practice. Send a little gratitude to yourself for coming to the mat today. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.